Hey there, and welcome back to the channel that breaks down the psychology and legal strategies behind the most successful business decisions in America. Today's topic is one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal, but one that too many business owners, entrepreneurs, and even attorneys completely overlook. We are talking about emotional intelligence in business law and how mastering this one's skill can help to win more deals, avoid legal disasters, and build an unbeatable reputation in your industry. If you are a small business owner, freelancer, startup founder, or legal professional looking to gain a psychological edge in your contracts, negotiations, and dispute resolution, this episode is for you. Grab a notebook because we are about to unpack how emotional intelligence legally empowers your business. Let's dive in. Moving forward with first one, what is emotional intelligence in legal business settings? Let's start with the foundation. Emotional intelligence or EQ is the ability to understand and manage your own emotions and just as importantly to influence and navigate the emotions of others. Now, picture this. You are in a high stakes negotiation. Tensions are high. The room is full of lawyers, executives, investors. Words are flying fast, but beneath the surface, emotions are running even faster, and this is where emotional intelligence becomes your legal superpower. Most people think legal success is all about being the smartest person in the room, but in truth, it's about being the most emotionally aware. Contracts, disputes, settlements, they all live at the crossroads of logical and emotion. When you can detect fear, read doubt, sense hesitation, and legally respond with precision, you create not just legal leverage, you create legal mastery. And that's the key to winning, not by force, but by finesse. Moving forward with next one. Why high EQ people close more legal deals? Let's get into the real world advantage here. High EQ people don't bulldoze through this. They don't intimidate. They don't outshoot. They outstrategize. Because while others are obsessed with winning the argument, high EQ professionals are focused on winning the outcome. Let me paint the picture for you. Like of you are negotiating a major contract. Everything looks good on paper, but the other side is stalling. Something is off. Most people double down on pressure. But an emotionally intelligent negotiator, they ask themselves, what's the unspoken fear here? What's not being said? And then instead of pushing harder, they insert clarity. They insert empathy. They give space for the other party to feel here. And guess what? The deal closes. This is the art of legal empathy, the skill of sensing invisible tension and diffusing it, not with manipulation, but with professionalism and precision. Trust is built, misunderstandings are avoided, referrals follow. That's business law at its highest level. Moving forward to the next one. There were five pillars of legal emotional intelligence. Let's break this down. If you want to practice emotional intelligence in a legal setting, here are your five non negotiables. First, self awareness. Know your emotional triggers. Do you get defensive easily? Do you struggle with assertiveness? Awareness is your first line of legal defense here. Next, self regulation. This is about staying composed when stakes are high. Emotions are contagious. And if you stay grounded, your client, your team, even opposing counsel will mirror that. Next, motivation. Not every win is worth the war. EQ reminds you to think long term. What's your mission? What's the relationship worth? That perspective keep you strategic. Next, empathy. This isn't weakness, it's intelligence. It's being able to say, I get where you are coming from, but here is what we need to legally. Next, social skills. This is the deal closer. Your ability to build rapport, de-escalate conflict, and influence decision without threats. This is what separates legal leaders from legal liabilities. These five pillars, they are not soft skills. They are survival skills. Use them in emails, use them in boardrooms, use them in lawsuits, and watch how much smoother, smarter, and more successful your legal outcomes become. Moving forward with next one, legal negotiation case studies using EQ. Let's make it real. Case study 1, startup versus corporation. An IP attorney is helping a small tech startup negotiate licensing with a Fortune 500 company. The corporate attorney, aggressive, cold, power obsessed, most would match that energy and lose the deal. But this attorney doesn't flinch. He sees the truth. That corporate rep is scared of being blamed if anything goes wrong. So the attorney doesn't escalate. He adjusts. He writes a clause that addresses the rep's fears without sacrificing control. Boom. The deal is done. No ego, no conflict, just strategic emotional intelligence. Case study 2, freelancer in conflict. A designer's client posts them after delivery. Frustrated, the designer wants to send a legal threat. Instead, they take a breath. They write, "Hey, I understand life happens, but as of today, payment is 30 days late. Let's resolve this together. I would love to avoid legal escalation." Their tone, calm, professional, empathetic, triggers a payment and an apology. No lawyer, no fight, just EQ. Let this be your lesson. Emotional intelligence isn't fluffy, it's functional, and in the legal world, it's a competitive edge you cannot afford to ignore. Moving forward with next one, the psychology of contracts. Contracts are not just legal paperwork. They are emotional agreements dressed in legal language. Every clause, every deadline, every signature is layered with fear, hope, trust, and protection. The question is, are you writing contracts with emotional intelligence? Here's how EQ contracts are crafted: clarity over complexity, ambiguity breeds fear, reassurance in tone, not domination, not aggression, confidence plus fairness, balance in structure, terms that protect both parties, build trust, and stand up better if challenged. When someone reads your contract and feels safe, understood, and respected, that contract is already doing legal work before it's enforced. And when both sides feel emotionally validated, they are less likely to breach, less likely to sue. That's power of EQ in your paperwork. Moving forward with next one, emotional intelligence during legal conflict. Let's face it, conflicts happen, deals fall apart, partners split, clients default. But how you handle that conflict, that determines not just your legal outcome, but your brand, your stress, and your future opportunities. Let's look at a real story. Two co-founders are ending their partnership. One is enraged, ready to burn it all down. The other calm, strategic. Instead of counterattacking, he brings in a mediator, frames the split as a natural evolution, protects both reputations. Result, one founder gets tied up in lawsuits, the other gets funded again in 6 months. That's the cost and the reward of emotional intelligence. When conflict strikes, don't react, respond. EQ allows you to choose the response that serves your legal position and your legacy. Moving forward with next one, legal EQ for freelancers and entrepreneurs. Let's talk to the solopreneurs and freelancers out there. You are negotiating your own contracts. You are protecting your own brand. You are resolving your own disputes. And without emotional intelligence, you are playing the hardest level with no shield. Here is what EQ does for you. It lets you say no firmly but kindly. It helps you set boundaries that stick. It gives you the language to assert your value without apology. It helps you walk away from bad deals before they become legal disasters. And most importantly, it protects your energy. Intelligence isn't about being nice, it's about being wise. It's what keeps your freelance career legally sound, emotionally stable, and financially rewarding. Moving forward with next one, how to build your legal emotional intelligence. So how do you build this skill? Start small, start today. After every deal or dispute, reflect. What did I feel? What did they feel? What could I have handled better? When conflicts arises, pause. Don't fire back. Draft a reply. Sleep on it. Respond with strategy. Study language. How you say things legally matters emotionally. Want to go deeper? Take EQ courses. Hire a communications coach. Join legal negotiation workshops. You train your mind to understand contracts. Now train your emotions to navigate people. Because at the end of the day, the best legal professionals aren't just smart, they are emotionally intelligent. Moving forward with next one. Final takeaways. Let's bring it home. Emotional intelligence is the hidden superpower of business law. It helps you win deals without bullying, prevents lawsuits without weakness, build loyalty without manipulation. If you want long-term success in business, EQ isn't optional, it's essential. And the best part, you already have it. You just have to develop it. So commit to the process, reflect, adjust, evolve, and use EQ to make your legal life not just safer but smarter. If this video gave you real insight, hit that like button. It tells the algorithm that entrepreneurs and freelancers like you care about smart, ethical business law. Subscribe for more weekly breakdowns of the legal, financial, and psychological strategies used by the most successful minds in business. Drop a comment below. What's one legal conflict where emotional intelligence could have changed the outcome for you? Thanks for watching. Stay smart, stay protected, and stay emotionally intelligent.